Hi everyone, it's Nick. Welcome back to my channel. Okay, in this video today, we are going to be talking about what's new at IKEA for holiday 2023. This is where I go to IKEA so you don't have to. I went there the other day and I looked at all their IKEA Christmas and holiday stuff, and I'm gonna be sharing that with you today. This video is, by the way, not sponsored by IKEA. They've never sponsored me. I mean, I'm not proud of that fact. I wish they would give me money, but they never do. Not even a hot dog. And it's not sponsored, so we might even find some stuff that I don't like. So let's go through IKEA's collection now. I'll also say I've divided these into 5 different categories, so to make it easier for you to kind of navigate. The first one is called the Tablescape category. So this is an interesting collection. They're all, by the way, I'm gonna link everything down below the names, but it's all like the Vinterfint, which is, I guess, the Swedish people. People are so mad when I don't Google translate stuff before I get on camera. We're gonna say that's like the holiday collection. I don't know, tell me what that is in Swedish. But anyway, let's get to it. So we've got here this beautiful line of like cream tableware. Now, I really love this collection. I honestly think this doesn't feel very Christmassy, to be quite honest. It doesn't feel super holiday. I feel like you could have this any old time of the year and I feel like people wouldn't care. They're kind of in this like really creamy sort of ceramic, but then they got this nice little green edging on the detail on the edge there, which I think is super fun. I think it's nice, it's festive. IKEA always is a really solid pick for, you know, dishes. I think like it's kind of every student basically starts out with an IKEA 365 pack. I know I sure did. This is a nice meaningful upgrade, especially in the holiday season. I'll be honest though, I don't know, when it comes to like, I don't have the time or the patience to like redo my plates and mugs just because it's Christmas time. Like I just have my Fable stuff and I just use that all the time. And then I just incorporate it into my Christmas sort of tablescape, if you will. So I think that this collection works for me because it's not super Christmassy. I don't have the patience to get ones with like the little Santas and the Christmas trees and all that sort of stuff, because I just think really you store this for 11 months out of the year and then you just bring it out for the one meal a year. Not a big fan of that. This collection I like because it works for Christmas, but it also works for the rest of the year. So I enjoy this one. They also have really cute sort of different candle holders. Now this is something I can kind of more get behind, right? So you might have your classic dishware that you use for the rest of the year, but you can sort of dress up your tablescape with some cute little candles that are a little bit more festive. So these green glass ones are super, super cute. And they've got the classic IKEA Korken, I believe it is called, and it's like a water, I mean, you can use it for lots of different things, but usually it's water. And it's these really cool bottles that they've had. They have these in clear for years. It's like one of those IKEA staple products. I think I bought one of these like 20 years ago and just use them for water, which is really nice just to kind of put on your kitchen table. Easier for people to kind of self-serve while they're there at dinner parties and things like that. Really like it. And of course, for this holiday season, they bring it out in red. Sometimes I think they bring it out in green as well. They have them in the red there this year, which if that fits into your holiday decor, can be a nice addition as well. Okay, moving on, next category. Let's talk about the Christmas tree sort of category that they have. So I'm gonna put this as an entire category for IKEA. I'm gonna get to decor and other stuff later, but they have a lot of stuff for the Christmas tree. And I think, in my personal opinion, the most effective are sort of the paper ones. I think they're really, really cute. And these are really cost effective and they sort of just feel very natural and almost like handmade, even though they're not. Like they almost feel sort of handmade, you know what I mean? But they're like clearly made in a factory from somewhere. But you know, they're quite cute. They come in these little bell shapes. I really like this red color. I feel like they don't, sometimes paper things, paper shades, paper decor, paper ornaments, they can feel a little disposable and oftentimes they don't have the sort of durability that you're gonna need. But for something as simple as just putting it on your Christmas tree, so long as you store them in a way that is going to sort of not get squished, then I think that these things can last you for years. So I really like these. They sometimes come in craft. These ones come in red. I think they're really cute. They also have one sort of in this kind of wheel design as well as these little birds. So, you know, there's different paper decorations that I think work really, really well for IKEA that are cute while being cost effective, a little bit handmade, but not, and also potentially durable if stored correctly. I will add on real quick that in terms of them being handmade, like you do kind of put them together yourself. So you can feel like you're like a little bit crafty. Next up, we've got like all sorts of different color coordinated baubles that IKEA has on offer. Some of them are a little bit more in the pastel. I like these as sort of like a filler decoration, you know what I mean? Like sometimes you've got some Christmas decorations that are like your solid, like really, really nice stuff. And then sometimes you've got ones that are like, you know, they're fillers. They work with your color scheme, but they're a little bit fillers. And they've got some of these here. That's usually where I think the IKEA ones really do a really great job because they're usually incredibly cost effective for a lot of decorations. And they sort of just kind of blend into the background for some of your more like showstopper ornaments that you might want to spend a little bit more money on. For example, here's my tree right here. I'm just picking this off my tree while I go. See this one I got years ago? These are still hanging on. They're doing their thing. They're not the showstoppers, but they sort of sit in the background and they overall just kind of fill out your tree. I'll put this on later. Okay, next up, you've got these really beautiful glass decorations, and this is like in a green, a pink, a clear, and an orange. Now, this isn't my color scheme. I will say I like that IKEA gives you lots of options for your color scheme. If you're a person who loves multicolored and you don't even have a color scheme, and you just kind of want to go with whatever, that was always my tree when I was a kid. I'm a little bit more coordinated now. I'm sort of in an ivory, gold, silver, white, beige, cream. Okay, now that I think about it, there's a lot of colors going on here, but like I'm not big on the like purples and the oranges necessarily on the tree, but I love that these are glass. Sometimes IKEA comes out with really cool designs and then you find out that they're plastic, and that's fine, obviously. But I just think glass gives a little bit of a shimmer, a little bit of sparkle on the tree, which I think is really nice to have. So I think these are really, really great. Again, cost effective. I love the shape on them. Lots of different detail here. Not the color scheme that I'm looking for, but that's okay. I think these are a real hit, assuming they fit in with your decor. Next up, we've got some plastic ones, which not my favorite. I'd prefer the glass ones, to be honest with you, or the paper ones even, I think, just because again, they've got that handmade quality. These plastic ones, you know, they've got kind of interesting colors and different patterns on them. This one here is like a mushroom. You know how I feel about the mushrooms. I just feel like there's too many mushrooms in general now, and now it's infecting Christmas. What is the mushroom Christmas connection? Can someone please fill me in on this one? Someone's gonna be like, it's an ancient German tradition where we always talk about mushrooms because it's a symbol of rebirth, or I don't know, something. Like someone's gonna make something up in the comment section. Feel free to go for it. Not that I am ever going to begrudge people's cultural traditions. I just don't understand what the mushrooms have to do with Christmas, but they are everywhere. I think it's just mushrooms are just in trending overall in design for a long time, much to my chagrin, and that's why they've also been put on the Christmas tree. So mushrooms are everywhere, and I just have to maybe accept that fact. But we've got these mushroom, I think you had these ones last year as well, these mushroom decorations. I go to IKEA every year and do this style of video. I'm starting to see the patterns of the stuff that IKEA is bringing out every single year. I swear they just change the packaging sometimes. They just kind of like change the box and say it's Christmas 2023 when it's actually not. But you know, such is life. They've got some of these like plastic Santas as well. These are not really necessarily my vibe. I don't love the amount of detail that are on these ones, but they might be yours. You know, some people love that style. Everyone's entitled to their own Christmas. I'm not a Scrooge and saying that I mean, I have made fun of lots of Christmas decorations in the past. I mean, I've done an entire video on it, but these are just not necessarily my vibe. They're not bad. They're just like not for me. I just generally try to like avoid a lot of plasticky decorations. I just think it sort of maybe makes the tree look a little bit cheap. I try to stick to sort of glass ones if I can, and IKEA's got some really great ones. So these are a bit of a miss for me, but that's okay. Next up, we've got, speaking of things that IKEA brings out every year, we've got the Christmas goat, which I found out I don't remember what people said, but I remember people telling me there is definitely a cultural tradition, I believe probably in Sweden, around the Christmas goat. Someone's gonna, again, in the comment section, tell me the story of the goat, and I will forget Christmas 2024. So that, I'm telling you right now, the video's gonna come out next year. They're gonna have the Christmas goat. I'm gonna reference that I know there's something about the Christmas goat and I forget what it is. Feel free to remind me again this year, and I'm just telling you that it's gonna happen. So if you like a Christmas goat, then go for it. There's also a cute little angel that's also in this sort of straw, sort of similar style. You know, kind of cute. You know, again, if it has a deep cultural meaning for you, then you just go for it. But for me, again, not super really like the vibe that I'm going for, but I totally get that it could be cute for you. Now, then we have, okay, this is what I think is, and this is, hold on, I have to pick apart my tree again. I have these, okay? These I got in, I still have the box because I put them in the box like every year for packaging. Again, okay, I'm just gonna put them on the floor. Is the Christmas glass icicles. They have them this year again, but they're frosted at the top. So I got this in 2020 because I looked at the box and they're back again. These come back every year. I love these. People are actually quite surprised that they're from IKEA. They are glass, they are durable. I've never broken one, but again, I package them right back in the packaging that they came in every year. And again, I like that they give a little bit of verticality onto the tree, if I'm being honest. You know, like so much of the baubles are gonna be round or some sort of spherical shape, if you will. And these just give a little bit of verticality without necessarily having to put on tinsel, which I don't care for because tinsel is the devil, to be quite honest. I hate it, it gets everywhere. I can't stand tinsel. And I hate that it made a comeback, by the way, but here we are. I love the icicles. That for me is a, dare I say, chicer version of tinsel while giving you that shimmer you know, the way that it twists is really smart because it catches the light, so it kind of shimmers in a really kind of nice way and gives some movement to your tree. But again, providing sort of some verticality, some up and down in the rest of your tree when everything can tend to be a little bit spherical, if you know what I mean. And then we have this woven or sort of rattan tree skirt. I really like this one as well. Personally, for me, my tree skirt is also technically IKEA. It is the sheepskin or the Gulviva if you are vegan and you don't do sheepskin, totally get it. If you're using some sort of a rug or something like that, that's what I actually use. I believe I have the Wrens, which used to be what the Ullerslov was several years ago, but they renamed it. Anyway, I used a few of those as my tree skirt, but this collar also really works well. This tree skirt is in a rattan. I think it's really cool. I like it. It's natural material, it gives a nice little solid base. I also kind of like that it's brown because it sort of kind of mimics a tree trunk in a way for your Christmas tree. I think this is a really solid pick from IKEA. Lots of different cool tree skirts that are out there, but honestly, for this price point, I think this is a solid pick from IKEA. Okay, sticking with the Christmas tree, this is arguably kind of in the decor section really quick, but this would be sort of all the different paper garlands that they have and the light garlands that they have. I like these. I think these are super cute. You don't necessarily have to put them on the tree, but you obviously have that option to do so. It could be really cute to put in sort of a glass hurricane, to sort of weave amongst your different sort of maybe little winter village that I know you guys maybe have, like your little winter village scene that so many people love. I really like these. You've got sort of the paper presents ones, you got these little bells, you've got these red stars. I think those are really cool. There's like a folded sort of, again, kind of sort of handcrafted sort of quality to it that I think is really neat. The cute little houses, the little stars, the glowing ones, oh, the lights, these are super, super cute. I think when you use these, you can weave these into your tablescape if you so choose. You could use them as decor, you can wrap them on your tree. Lots of different options with these ones. I think this is honestly like some of the cutest Christmas decor I think that IKEA has, or honestly even anybody has. I really love these sort of picks from IKEA. Okay, next up is going to be sort of the kitchen, dining, food sort of category, okay, because there's lots of different baking supplies and things at IKEA for Christmas this year or for holiday. Let's get to it. So first of all, we got to talk about the fake wine or whatever, the lingonberry juice, sparkling juice that they sort of had. Now, here's the thing. I remember mentioning this in a previous video last year or whatever, and I was like, who buys this? And you all said loud and clear, it's apparently two types of people, Swedish people and Mormons. Those are the people that buy this stuff. And I didn't realize that I had such a large Mormon / also like Swedish contingent here on the channel, but we love everybody and we welcome everybody to the channel. So come on over. And that's where I found out these are the people that love this product. Cause I was like, who buys this? Like, who's not just kind of dipping into the Prosecco with me? But apparently, those are the people that this is a tradition and people love this sort of winter Christmassy drink or whatever, and it's super, super popular. So have at it. Apparently people do purchase it because they've got truckloads of it at IKEA, so someone's buying it, and apparently those are the people that do, so good on you. Okay, and then next up, I think this is like, okay, this is this like rolling pin cover that you put on top of your rolling pin and then you weave it out and it's got little hearts or little Christmas things and it's sort of like a little rubber mat that goes and makes your things all pretty. Okay, this seems great in theory, right? Like I have a feeling that some people pull this off. This feels like this looks really easy in theory, but actually doing it, I'm really questioning whether this is gonna make your cookies or your pie crusts actually very nice. But IKEA says that you kind of basically wrap this plasticky thing or whatever on it. This like, what's the material? Whatever, you know what I'm talking about. And you basically then just like put it around your rolling pin and then you effortlessly put it over all of your sort of pastry and then look how gorgeous your stuff is gonna turn out. I'm skeptical, but they swear by it. Let me know, you guys, if you have any experience with this, you know. Also, I don't wanna store this all year. Like I find a lot of this stuff with the kitchen, Christmas kitchen category, I just don't have the space to store a lot of this stuff. I know some people have much larger kitchens than I do, so good on ya. Apparently have like a lot of stuff to be able to handle all your Christmas kitchen equipment. I already have enough kitchen equipment, thank you very much. I don't need to store holiday specific kitchen equipment, but this is an option for you. And in the same category, of course, you've got these like Christmas tins and things to put all the boxes, and IKEA's got lots of different assortment of things that you can put your little Christmas cookies in. Again, I'm gonna put this as a kitchen or a holiday specific kitchen thing that I just don't have the time or space for, but maybe you do. And this might make a whole lot of sense for you. I mean, obviously if you're gonna decorate your kitchen and you wanna make it super Christmassy, then this stuff is a must have, and IKEA is a great option in order to pick up some of this stuff. Okay, next up, we have what I think is one of the strongest categories at IKEA for their holiday, and that is their gift wrap. I honestly do feel, genuinely, hand on heart, that this is one of the best places to buy a lot of your gift wrap, because IKEA, That and Costco. But Costco, the problem is that everybody buys all their gift wrap at Costco, so then you end up just giving gifts to each other with the same wrapping paper. So IKEA at least is a little bit different. So I like that their stuff leans a little bit less like cartoon Santa and a little bit more like craft and whimsical, if I'm being, describing it that way, I think it makes sense. Super cute stuff, lots of different color schemes, whether you're like a craft white gold person or whether you're a red, green, white person, more traditional, lots of gift wrapping options. There's like different twines, there's different bows. And also, by the way, like what I think is really cute is these ornaments, the paper ornaments. Those can also be really cute as sort of like to supplement or put on top, like sort of as an alternative to a bow on a gift. I think that's really cute as well. And the person can then use it as a decoration going forward on their Christmas tree if they so choose. I think using those things is also super, super cute as a way to sort of take a Christmas decoration, but also use it as a gift wrapping thing. Also, I will add that in my experience, this stuff sells out quickly. So I'm doing this video here at the very beginning of December. This is sort of a run, don't walk situation because I oftentimes find that the good stuff in the gift wrapping section goes really quickly and it's not there by the time you get to the middle of December. Personally, that's been kind of my experience. I know because I've been disappointed when I've gone. Okay, now let's get to the Christmas decor section. This is a very broad category. It might as well just be called miscellaneous. Okay, let's talk about decor. I will say they have like a lot of wreaths and things that are really fun. I have gone on record before and say that I do find that IKEA's greenery tends to look really cheap and fake. I'm just gonna say it. We were all thinking it. It sometimes like doesn't even pretend to be anything but obviously plastic. And it just looks not great. And so some of their wreaths, they're fine. Are there more realistic places to get it? Can you use fresh? Sure. If you want to like refresh your whole Christmas vibe every single year, go for it. I don't have that type of time, but if you want to go for fake, go for it. I would just say you kind of get what you pay for a lot of times when it comes to fakes. And so this is a category where I think IKEA, the wreath plasticky section is a little bit where they're at their weakest. I don't love a lot of the fake Christmas trees at IKEA. I don't love a lot of the wreaths or the garlands. I think there are nicer places. Of course, if you want to pay a premium, Crate & Barrel is a lovely place to get it. They are much more expensive, but depending on where you go, I would also look at it as if you're getting kind of fake stuff, this is not stuff you're replacing every year, so you're hanging on to this Christmas decorations for like 10 years, let's be honest, at least. Maybe 50. So is this the time to invest? I would say, yeah, don't necessarily go for the cheap fake stuff. So all I would say is do not buy the wreaths online, go into the store and have a feel for them. If they feel too fake for you, they probably are, just skip them is my personal opinion on some of that really fake greenery at IKEA. Okay, next up is we've got the Strala lights is sort of the category for a lot of the like big lighting stuff that IKEA has. And I think that these sort of paper lights are also some of the best bang for your buck in terms of like presence. Like they have such a presence for your Christmas decorations. If you're a person who's on a budget, you're looking to go to IKEA to get some really sort of classy Christmas stuff that feels really cute, but you also don't have a whole ton of money, but you want to like just fill some space. You're not going to sit there and spend $25 on a tiny ornament on your tree. You just don't have that budget. You want to spend half that and you want something that has a little bit of presence so it really feels like Christmassy. I would say these lights are kind of the way to go. Now again, if you take good care of these can last for a very long time. I have heard people in the comment section from years gone past that have said that they do store them and they last for years, because that's always kind of my concern again with a lot of the papery plasticky stuff, is that it will be good, it's cheap, but it dies after 1 year. That's not necessarily, I think, true with these ones. I think they got a real presence, they're a great price point, a lot of bang for your buck there, and if stored correctly, can last for years to come. IKEA's got a huge assortment of Christmas mats or holiday mats, so entrance mats, if that's so your thing. Again, this is a lot of the like decor that I don't oftentimes really get into when it comes to seasonal, but if that's something that you're looking for, they got lots of great options there. Little cute patterns, no sayings, because whatever, it's not what I'm about necessarily, but just like, classic Christmas patterns, very traditional, work really well. Okay, next up, candles. IKEA's got lots of different candles. I'm gonna be honest, I didn't love the scent of all of them. I found them really strong and fake smelling. So again, don't order online, go into the store and have a sniff. There are other places, I think, where you can get more natural scents, or if you really do want to get something scented for your space, you can bust out some sort of essential oils in sort of, mint or cinnamon or cedar, woodsy, things that feel a little bit Christmassy without necessarily going super, super fakey. Or of course, what you can also do, which is the classic, which a lot of people love, is to take things like cloves and cinnamon and orange peels and things like that and put them on a stove and just like boil them with water, and then it'll scent your entire place and you know, no need to necessarily bust out the essential oils every time. You can just put that on a pot before you're having a Christmas party, you're having people over, and your house will smell lovely. So I find going with something like that, where you have just sort of the pot sitting on the stove, I think is a more cost-effective and more natural way to scent your home as opposed to these candles. But again, you might go and love them, so feel free to go in and check them out. Okay, next up is these, I don't even know what to call these. These are like tabletop Christmas hangy, not trying to be a tree, but sort of a tree ornament things. Sure, ornament holders. If you have a very small apartment and you can't even have a tiny small little tree, and you wanna go for something a little bit more abstract rather than having the traditional tree, then I think this is fine. Maybe you can like throw some of your Christmas cards on there, could work, or you just wanna hang your ornaments on there. It's not for me, I think it looks a little too Spartan. I'm looking for something with a little bit more, I'm a traditionalist in some ways, and even if I don't like to, I can't do a real tree because I live in an apartment and they don't allow real trees, and I wouldn't anyway because that's a lot of work. Even if you're just going for a fake tree, that's totally fine. But I would say that these are a little too abstract for my personal taste, but you use these to hang baubles on and ornaments and things. And you know, if you really just have a small tabletop, I would say to get something like a little small fake tree rather than one of these. But maybe you think these are cute and these might make sense for you, but they do not for me. Okay, then there's all like the unscented candles. Now these ones I really like. This is where IKEA is really strong, right? They've had the tea lights. I mean, I don't even know where else one would buy tea lights if not for IKEA. Probably the dollar store, right? Like, I mean, they're the king of tea lights. They've been buying them for years and years. And they got lots of different beautiful candles at IKEA. The unscented ones are perfectly fine. I just have an issue with the scented candles, but the unscented ones I think are really great. Next up is sort of this like glowing metal Christmas tree. Like again, I know I just sent I don't like modern takes, and this is a modern take on a Christmas tree, but I think this one's actually really cute. Again, I don't always make a lot of sense in my opinions, but such is life. And this one is really cute. I couldn't find this at my IKEA. I was actually gonna pick, I was like, I'm gonna check this out and see if it's cute. I don't know why the sort of top is blue. That feels a bit weird for me, but you know, I think it's really cute. It's got this little like subtle little glow. It's just a nice little cute table lamp on there. I actually like this. I think IKEA should go harder on the cute, Christmassy, holiday-y table lamps. I think that's a good area for them, and I think they should expand on that. I feel like the stringy lights, they've already dialed in. They've nailed that one. They've got a few that are adorable. I think they need to do more table lamps, in my opinion. Okay, and then we've got these little gnomes, which are they gnomes? Are they Santa? No, they're gnomes. I think these are really cute. Like the ones that where only the nose is poking out, I actually think these are really adorable. I love these ones. I know they're traditional in different cultures around the world. A lot of people really like celebrate and have these, and depending on where you are in the world, these are a really popular or not so popular Christmas decoration or holiday decoration. I think they're really cute. I don't know, there's just something really adorable about them. I just think as opposed to like those really super detailed Santas, I think this is a little bit more my speed. I don't have one in my house, but I would consider getting them. I think these are really cute. He's just adorable sitting there looking at his little presents. How cute is he? Okay, that's it for me for today, guys. I hope you really enjoyed this video. I'm gonna link here to my Christmas decorating mistakes video that I did 2 years ago, which I think is a super fun video. And I had a lot of fun making it a couple years ago, I remember, and I'm still chuckling over some of the things I said. I specifically made fun of the inflatable Christmas decorations people put in their front lawn. You might like that video, and I'll see you all in that one or in the next video. Thanks a lot. Bye.